Hello everybody, thank you for joining me. I wonder how many hours each day you spend in the kitchen. Meryl and I enjoy being in ours. It's comfortable, it's congenial, it's got labour-saving devices, and we cook and wash up and chat and eat. The same is not true of Ruby Kuto's kitchen. She's a small coffee farmer in Kenya, and whenever she's cooking, the place is filled with a rather dense smoke from the wood burning fire, which gets into her lungs, gets into her eyes. She has to bend a lot down to deal with the cooking at the level of the wood burning fire. And what's more, she's burning wood and has to go and raid the local forest to get it. Fair Trade, and this is Fair Trade Fortnight, have come to her help. It's people like Ruby who are suffering more than anything else from the effects of climate change, and Fairtrade have set up what they call a Climate Academy, which offers help to people like her in knowing how to continue farming in those conditions, and also to provide a cooperative so that they can work more closely together. But what Ruby says she wants more than anything else is a cow. And that's because although she'd be grateful for the milk, the real thing she needs most of is the manure. Because along with other natural waste, it goes into the installation, the biogas installation which she has been provided with, which provides energy for her new stove. So that now she has no longer to bend and there's no smoke. It's a much more congenial place and a much more healthy place for her to do her cooking. The World Health Organization says that 4.3 million extra deaths are caused by smoke, the kind that she was experiencing in her old kitchen. More than TB, HIV, AIDS and malaria put together. And so it's really important that new ways of doing cooking are offered. And in this Fair Trade Fortnight, I want to support groups like Fair Trade and other charities working in the developing countries to try and support people like Ruby. Sometimes, though, it does feel as though there's not a great deal we can do. It's a very complex issue. Sometimes we feel guilty about enjoying the standard of life we have when we think about people like her. Sometimes we feel frustrated because we're not sure that the money that we are contributing is really getting to the places we want it to get to. It's a really complex issue, but it's one that we want to address as best we can to be as active as we possibly can in keeping the needs of people like her in the public consciousness and supporting her through the charities that we think are most effective. But alongside that, and doing whatever we can to help her, feeling guilty about it, I don't think is particularly valuable. It doesn't help really. In fact, on the contrary, I think if we were to ask Ruby, she would want us to actually enjoy the benefits which she no doubt wishes she had. But the fact we've got them, I'm sure, is something which we should be really grateful for. And so today, as well as doing what I can to support people like her, I'm just going to enjoy being in the kitchen.